Gobble it up.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Combat Youth. So, guys, we just got back from the leadership meeting at Signal Mountain, and they were talking about masks up there. Now, this week I was in a class, creative writing. I love that class because I love writing, and I feel like I'm the only one that talks in there anyways. But anyways, so we have to, every morning, write about this picture that the teacher puts up on the board. And yesterday's, I think it was, a picture of a guy standing in a room and he has shoes. All kinds of shoes in there. Now what I'm getting at is, I wrote about it. When I wrote it is that a lot of people have different shoes, you know? It's how we walk. If you look at a person's shoes, you can see who they are by looking at their shoes. If they're clean and new and nice, that tells you they take care of themselves. It tells you that they have a good personality and they have a good walk, you know, more confidence. But then you see someone with shoes that like don't really look clean or dirty and stuff, maybe they can't afford anything, or probably they don't really care, or they don't really care about their looks and stuff and how they feel about themselves.
And you know, this may sound completely 100% silly, but you know, sometimes people step in dog mess and mud and not realize they've got the dirt on them.
Yeah.
And that could relate to our lives in sin. That, you know, sometimes we don't realize that we've got the dog mess of life on us.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's like, say you stepped in dog crap. You're like, what's that smell? You don't even know
sin stinks.
It's on your shoe. And you don't realize it because it's on the bottom. What I'm getting at is, wear your shoes as if you're walking for Christ. Because when you're walking for Him, He cleans His disciples' feet. You know? They were like, hey, no, let us clean your feet. But He's like, no, I'm not cleaning your guys' feet and stuff, you know? But I just thought of that because, like, with shoes, it's like the walk of our life. It shows pretty much everything about us because it's every step we take.
yes.
Is every step your shoe takes. You know? I don't know. You got anything on that?
That's a great analogy, man, because, you know, the thing is, as we walk, we always want to keep ourselves clean. And you know, I get what you're getting at. And we always want those clean shoes. Like, I got a buddy of mine that, like, he's got thousands of pairs of shoes, it seems like. And he's always wiping his shoes down to get the dirt off them, and he always wants to stay clean. That's like us confessing our sins to God.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Lord, give me new shoes, you know? And then, you know, you go and you see some guys that just walk around and they've got the filth all over them, they don't care. They don't care about cleaning themselves up.
Yeah.
They're happy. They're content with where they are. Their shoes may stink. Sin in our lives will stink.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, are we going to let God clean us up and keep us looking like we got a brand new pair of J's?
Yeah, man.
Or are we going to run around like we're wearing a 20-year-old pair of shoes with everything falling apart? If your life is falling apart right now, then you need to let God lead. And with our masks, sometimes we need to realize that the very things that we're afraid to show the world are those things that may help us witness to other people. Jesus was wounded on the cross. We saw this the other day. Jesus was wounded on the cross, and He was a wounded healer. We, as Christians, can be wounded healers as well. We've got to get to that point where we're not afraid to step out of our comfort zone and say, you know what, man, I'm just as messed up as you are. We can help out. So, you know, whenever things seem crazy, sometimes the reason life is going crazy is because God is trying to get your attention. So, what's He trying to get your attention about? You know, maybe you've not given your life fully to God. Maybe you watch this every week and you're cutting up and going, these two guys right here, yeah, these guys are jokers. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. We tend to have a lot of fun here. But we're going to be honest with you, and that honesty is, if you don't have Christ, it's all for nothing, man. Got a buddy of mine right now. He was a biker. His name's Gator.
Yeah.
Bladder surgery the other day. Go in, they find out he's got a cyst. They take the cyst out, they test it. Guess what the cyst is? Stage 4 cancer. He posted today. Now get this. This dude was told today Hospice is being called in, and he has maybe a week to live. Do you know what he said? I'm going to a better place, and if you'd like to know how to go to this eternal home, message me. I want to go out like that. I mean, not with cancer, but I want to go out taking as many people with me as possible. Whose life can I touch?
Yeah.
Gideon, we talked about Gideon tonight. Gideon was this like little guy, and he was thinking, I'm going to go hide, I don't want to get destroyed. And God said, hell, mighty warrior. He's like, I'm a weakling. You know what? You're stronger than you ever thought. You're smarter than you ever imagined. And you can do more than you ever realized. Sometimes, you just got to look down, take that spiritual 409 to your shoes, and let God clean you up.
Oh, yeah.
So, I think that's all we got for tonight. We love you guys.
Also, if you're listening to this and stuff, and don't think we're just talking about actual shoes, because there are probably some people out there like, yeah, I can't really afford any nice shoes, so, like, someone just threw this at me, Ren. I can't afford shoes, I can't afford my kids' shoes and stuff. We're not talking about that. We're talking about spiritually in our shoes.
Yes.
We are walking for Christ. His sandals are our sneakers. You know what? Guess what? Remove that mask and walk in cleaner shoes. Brand new shoes.
Straight up.
Make sure you have clothes too.
We love you guys. Is there anything you can do about it? Oos.
Boost.
What? What you really should have done with that donut is held it up like a C. I am very disappointed in you.
Here's a C. Half eaten.
Yeah.